What's up everyone, it's Charlie from JBG Airsoft. I'm currently out in Sweden on a 50-hour milsim. I'm just going to talk to you about my kit because I've had a lot of questions come in regarding it. So this is my plate carrier, it's from Warrior Assault Systems. It's a recon rig. The reason why I like it, it's very light, very nimble to use, and it doesn't get snagged on any of my kit. So I'm just going to quickly take you through what I've actually got on the carrier itself. So I've got 3 magazines on front. They're all mid-caps, so they go up to about 120, so it's enough to keep me out on field with just 3 on front. Got a Leatherman in here as well, because as we know, with Airsoft we've always got furniture to put on and off our rails, especially when we're travelling all over at the moment. You'll never know when you need it. It's a great little tool to have. Inside here, got a couple of Allen keys as well. Again, relating back to furniture on the weapon systems, we always need those nifty little tools, really just help us out. Also got a whistle in here. This was presented to me by Hades Airsoft, but we've sprayed it in JBG colours, so red and black. And you should come covered to me now. Dead rags are out here. We need to show when we're hit. We obviously put our hand up and everything like that, but they also want us to put this over our heads just to confirm that we are a dead player. So it's a new rule that UK scene aren't really accustomed to yet, but out here it's proven to work very well. You don't get lit up as much, but some happy trigger fingers out there still. So there's a bit of Velcro on front, so I got a JBG patch, it's in Ranger Green on the website if you'd like to go and buy, and a Senior Guild patch which I've had now for a good couple of years. Really like the design, really like the ethos of it, and I've just had it on there for a long time now. Okay, so on the bottom I got a dump pouch from Sword. This is an Australian make. The reason why I like this one is because everything that I need is always in front of me, okay? So it can act as a dump pouch, it can act as a anything pouch really. So if I've got a water bottle that I need to carry, I can chuck it in there. Tools for mission specific items and stuff like that. Back in the UK, we've obviously been teaching CQB courses, EMO courses, different method of entry courses and everything like that. If I've got a clacker for EMO and I need to do a demonstration, that can just sit in the pouch. Pens, markers, spray paint, anything like that to help aid the course itself and help the students learn. I always put something in there just so it's a bit more professional. It's not on the side, it's always on myself. Moving around to the left, so I have actually changed out the cummerbund on this one. So this one is off AliExpress. Nothing on this kit is particularly expensive. I was trying to go for the cheaper options purely because it's Airsoft. So in the sides, I'll carry a head torch. One thing milsim players do forget to have is a white and a red filter setting on these, okay? So red filter, most players will obviously out in field, they show it to say they're a dead player. However, in a tactical sense, when you come back into your harbour, your fob location or whatever it may be, when you want to get in your time machine as quickly as possible, this is going to help you out even quicker together. Oh, also, I'll carry a balaclava in here as well. This one's from MB Tactical. It's more for a CQB setting where I'll have to wear the MB Tactical face guard. That just helps it push against my face a little bit more. On the back, I'll carry 2 double M4 mags, okay? These just basically for anyone around me at the time, so anyone on the team, as well as for myself, just for extra storage. However, the good thing with this is we can also just put in bangs or just be loose, and they don't get in the way of putting on a day sack or anything like that. This is an LMG pouch. I think this is from Warrior as well. Can't quite remember now, it's been a while. Usually I'll keep a flag, either JBG or the Trinity one. Or I'll carry some food, very small bits of food in there, there's not really too much space, or extra ammo if needs be. Right side, I'll carry a Warrior IFAK, okay, so this one is more intended for real life purposes, okay. So out here, the dual limits are slightly higher than the UK, and we've also seen a lot of hits where clarity has become very visible, okay, we'll put it that way. So in here, I'll just carry a tourniquet prepped as well as a FFD. Okay, that is just for real world emergencies. And also a pair of tough cut scissors. So jack sack, and for guys who don't understand the term, jack means selfish. This is basically a day sack. I can only get my items into it. No other section commander or Hades Airsoft can come up to me and be like, fella, you're gonna get more kit in there. So in front here, I'll carry a sweat rag. That'll go around my head underneath the helmet, okay? That just keeps the sweat out of my eyes, which we've seen a lot of Airsoft players out here experience, okay? On the sides here, I'll just carry little bits of snacks like peanuts, cereal bars, beef jerky, and Haribo yet, all to keep the lads going. The one thing I do want to point out on this jack sack is the zip toggles on these, okay? So these are the old ones. As you can see, I've had to sniper tape around them just to keep them together. It's just that easy, a little bit of pulling ability really. However, from Stab Solution, shout out to you guys. They sent me out a couple of zip toggles. They're a bit more camouflage than obviously these ones, and they're a lot easier to pull. It's just a lot better look really. It's just a bit more alley. So this is a Siloom basically. This has lasted me now for about 10 years or so. It's still going pretty strong. All it is a ID marker. That's all it really is. Okay, so when you come back in from patrol, you've got no lights on. You can easily see where the toggle is, and you're already into your day sack. Okay, helps out in the field as well. If you haven't got the nod capability or the ability to turn on any white or red light at a time, you can see that, and you're not fumbling around trying to find zips all day long. Water, huge one out here. Okay, it's extremely hot, so one thing I like to do is fill the whole water bottle prior to going out patrol, drink as much as I can, and then refill it, okay? So one little idea I had before coming out here was taking a light scale rig, which has basically got a capability to carry whatever you need really for a mission specific task, okay? So I've basically created what was a 5.56 bandolier from an old army surplus. It cost me like £5, and all I've done is put 2 holes on either side and then put some bungee elastic through it and a bit of sniper tape on the top, just so you can pull it up and out. Okay, so at the moment I've got 3 magazines in here. I've got 2 spaces left. Okay, they'll fit a radio and a smoke, something like that, a smoke grenade. Okay, that was perfect for a recce patrol that we did. Really light, really nimble. You don't get snagged on trees. That was all I needed for one patrol. Other things as well. If we're going to go out on a daytime patrol, something like that, and we know we're going to be coming up against a lot of op4, I can pre-bomb up to 5 magazines, keep that wrapped up as such, and just chuck that into my jack sack. That way, if someone needs ammo replaying at the time, they don't have to sit there bombing up ammo again. I can just get this out, undo, 1 mag out, and then another empty back in, turn it the other way so I know it's empty, and then re-bomb it at a later time, okay, when it's safe to do so. This also reduces battle rattle, okay, so when all the mags are tight like that, they basically fold right over to each other. You can tighten it right up, and that won't create any noise, okay? If you've got loose magazines, loose ammo, whatever, it'll create a noise. You need to reduce as much sound given off you as possible. I also carry a set of pelters in here, okay? These are pelter XPIs. The only reason I've brought these out here for this milsim is purely because there was word of demolitions going off and stuff like that. I just wanted a bit of ear protection at the same time, okay? We're only getting older, guys. We've all got tinnitus. Okay, so we can't forget about block. Okay, so this is the only iPro I've been using now for the last year and a half, nearly 2 years. We've been through almost like a jungle-like environment out here, even though it's incredibly heavily wooded areas. Still no fog, so JBG 10 for that all-important discount. First line belt, shooter's belt. So as you can see, I like to keep my kit as light scale as possible, okay? So we got another saying called KISS, keep it simple, stupid. That is what I've tried to do throughout the whole of my kit, okay? On here, AliExpress again. It's just a knockoff Spiritus JSTA pouch, I believe. Really good pouch I found, because on the back here you've got a Velcro system which basically allows you to put in a 5.56 mags as well as a 9mm. However, just for this I've just kept with one 5.56, okay? Inside I'll keep my gloves in here purely because if they're wrapping about on the outside they'll get caught on stuff. A Blue Force dump pouch, okay, so this is probably like the most expensive part of my kit at the moment, and I bought it off someone who was signed off from the army, so it was incredibly cheap. All this is the most smallest dump pouch I've had on my kit yet. Again, same as the one on front, however, if that one's getting a bit too full or I don't want something on the front of me, I'll put it to the side and it will basically just sit in there. Blowout IFAK. Again, I try and keep stuff real world, okay? So out here, like I said, the dual limit's slightly higher. All I'll carry in here is another FFD and another tourniquet and maybe some Celox as well. Literally, just in case of the worst scenario. You never know when it's going to happen, especially these days and times. On here, AliExpress. It's like a Blue Force boo-boo pouch, I believe. All I'll keep in here is... In fact, what do I even keep in here? Nothing. I've got nothing even in here, guys. Fast style helmet. Nothing really mega bucks about this. It's all pretty cheap. All I've really done is customised it a little bit and put on a couple bits of furniture, okay? So let's talk about the obvious one first, which is obviously the scrim netting, okay? So I've never really seen scrim netting on a fast helmet before, okay? So the way I've done it is taken off both arc rails on the side and the wheelcocks mount on the front, and basically drooped this netting over it and cut it to shape and size, basically, okay? So nothing on here is the same. You don't want to set a pattern. Everything about this is different. There's cuts, there's holes, there's everything all over. The scrim doesn't level out evenly. Wheelcocks mount, Union Jack, IR, side mount, torch. This one goes white, red, IR as well, okay? So again, like referencing back to the head torch, if you haven't got the head torch at hand, at least I've got something else to have the capability to at least see, or when I'm a dead player, I can just turn that on and then shine in whatever direction. CQB environment, okay, so we call it the umbrella effect. When we turn white light on and we're doing our searches or something like that, and it's a dark environment, we'll all put white light on, everything goes up, and as the light hits the ceiling, it bounces out and creates almost like a mushroom effect, and it should light up the whole area, okay? So it's not a direct light, it's pushing it out. On the back, I've got a JVG leather glow in the dark patch, okay? So we got a bit of stick for these when we first brought these out. However, it's proven to be really useful out here, okay? So same as a cat size, they're glow in the dark. However, this one's just slightly bigger. You still can't really see these from too far away. You've still got to be pretty close up to even make out that they are glow in the dark, okay? So when you're following the guy in front of you, you can obviously follow either of these, which are obviously going to be glowing just before. Egyptian back badge, this is obviously a bit of a tip of hat back to my old regiment, the rifles. Light on the top, literally for signalling to other troops, but I rarely use it, to be honest. And then on the side again, rifles TRF with a rifles shoulder title. Again, just a tip of hat to the old regiment. It's nice to have that bit of Reggie pride when you come out to a place like this. Clothing, so again, nothing really fancy that I'm wearing apart from probably the Cry trousers, which again I bought off someone who was signed off, switched off and leaving at the time, so I grabbed a very good deal. So on top, I've just got an old DPM 95 jacket, tailored literally with a bit of Velcro, which we super glued on. We can't even bother to sew. And then we've got our team patch, which we were Spartan for, so you have to wear two of these. So I wore one on the shoulder and one on the front, but I did switch around out with a Legion player yesterday. And I got a Pioneer cross axis, okay? Green and black IR Union Jack patch on the arm. Multi-cam Cry trousers, okay? So in these, I'll try and keep as little as possible inside the pockets apart from my right, okay? So in here, a lot of milsim players will forget a notebook and pen, especially waterproofed as well, so don't forget that. So boots, so these are Aku Spiders Mark II, I think they're about 180 off the top of my head, I can't quite remember. Mrs. got them for me for my birthday, so good on her, brownie points. And they've kept me going throughout the whole event, really. No hot spots, no blisters. I've had these before when I was in the army. Really like them, really comfortable, and they've just kept me going throughout the whole event. And in conclusion, that is what I wore to a 50-hour milsim in Sweden. Let me know what you think of my kit in the comments below, and go easy on me. It's my first YouTube video. See you next time.
Done it!
Woo!